Hi everyone. Today I'm going to give just a basic introduction on the routing in Angular. Not just a basic introduction. I will give depth. Uh, in uh, in Angular we have two types of navigations. One is dynamic navigation and another one is static navigation. Dynamic navigation is nothing but when we are calling the APIs, we are showing based on that data we are navigating the URL. That is the dynamic navigation. Static navigation is nothing but just we are giving the static URL and we are just navigating the URL. That is the static navigation. We can do this dynamic navigation in two files, TS file and HTML file, and static navigation also possible in TS file and HTML file. I will show you how to do this. This is I already created one project. In this project, this is my project folder. This is src folder. In this src folder we have app folder. In this app folder I have created two components. One is a department component and another one is employee component. This is employee component, and I have created another component as student component. So in this app component we have three components: department, employee and student component. So in app component.html I have written HTML code, and TS file I have written TypeScript code. This is app routing module.ts. In this module.ts I have given routing paths. So how my URL is routing to another page, like this one. These are the routes I have created, and I have mentioned the path and the component. This is the student, and this is the department. This one is the employee. So this is my app component.ts, and this is HTML. In this HTML I have mentioned that this is the nav bar. I have written the code for a navigation bar. In this navigation bar, this is the employee, this is the department. I am using a router link to navigate to these pages, and another one is I have taken one drop down for students. In this students I'm giving the list of students. So I have taken this this is from TS file, and I am compiling this is the refresh automatically, and it is showing this is the my welcome to. This is the project name CD. I have created just a project as CD. This is the employee, and this is department. When I click on that, it is going to route. This is the corresponding navigation. It is moving. So when I click on the students, I didn't created any like navigation. Now I have created only employee navigation and department navigation by using router link I have given in HTML. So this is the student drop down. In this student drop down, and I want to give router link. This is a static navigation, like I'm giving this just as a router link and giving the path as student. So if I this is I have taken for loop for this displaying the student details. Now I am refreshing this. This is compiled, and I'm refreshing this. Yeah, it's loading, and now it is okay. Now when I click on student, when I click on student 1 and student 2, everywhere it is going to navigate student. So now I want to show you one. This is the employee, and this is the department. This is the student. In this student I am clicking any if I take any student, it will navigate to the student page, and this is I have taken as this is the router link as a static navigation. So next I have taken this for loop for getting the value from TS file. Like here we have drop down. In this drop down I am getting the values from TS file. That's why I am using this for loop. This is the first of all I have taken this model as like an array. In this array these are my my objects, like student 1, student 2 and student 3. I'm taking this component. I'm taking this array into, I'm binding this array into HTML. In HTML I'm taking like a for loop, and in this for loop I'm showing Yeah, this is the static navigation router link. So now I am taking dynamic navigation, like when I click on the student one, the URL navigate to student one. When I click on the student two, it is navigate to student two, like that only. Now I am what I have written for this, I have taken one click moment. This is on click, that is the function. I am calling one function as on submit. In this on submit, I am sending one parameter as I. This is the index as I. For example, if I take student 1, the index is 1, like that. I have taken index and I am calling this function in TS file. I am showing this is my function. In this function I am taking the parameter as I, and I am getting the value of this dot. I am storing the value in this dot student. In this dot model of I, that I in the sense parameter, that is started from 0 1 2 3, like that. So when the user click on student 1, the I value would be 0, so it will give student 1 value. So that is the process. I am put this into log, this dot student into console log. So I will show you when the user hit the department one, the log would be like student one. I am showing that this is my console. This console, when I am taking the student one, I am clear the console log. Now I am taking the student 1, it is showing the student 1. So if I select student 2, it will show the student 2, like that. I am calling the function here, and I am storing the value in this dot student. So in HTML file I am taking, this is the static navigation. So now I am changing the dynamic navigation, like I'm taking the property binding. This is the property binding, and this is the I'm taking the student value in TS file. I'm binding that into this HTML file. This is property binding. Now I'm saving the file, and I'm going to change the value in component.ts. This is student value. I am binding this student value in HTML file, and I am changing the value in app router module. This is my app routing module.ts. In this module.ts, I am taking this path as like student value. When the when the drop down clicks on student 1, it will take the user to student 1. If it is student 2, it will take this student 2. Now I am compiling this, and my browser is refreshing. Yeah, it's refreshing. It's yeah, now it is okay. And when I select the student 1, the router is going to student 1. If I select student 2, the router navigate to student 2. If I select student 3, it is showing the link as student 3. This is the dynamic navigation. I have written this code in HTML file only. So both static navigation and the dynamic navigation in HTML file I have shown. Now I am going to give static navigation in TS file. I am removing this router link, and I am writing as a click. When the user click on the drop down item, this function would be executed. Like this function is on click function. I am calling this function as on click, and I am calling this function in TS file. I am declaring this function in TS file. This is my TS file, and I'm writing this function as onClick function. In this onClick function, I'm giving the router link. Like I'm showing you how to give router link. First we need to import the router from Angular router. I have imported this Angular router from Angular @Angular/router. So after that I am injecting that into constructor. That is, I have taken that as a private router, and I have declared one variable as router. I am calling this variable in here. This dot router dot, we have some functions. I am taking the one function as navigate. In this navigate function I am giving the URL. This is I am giving the URL as student. So now user hit on the like when user click on the drop down item, it will take the user to this function would be executed. Then it is in this function we are giving the router link as student, so it will move to student path. So I am taking this as this is static path. So I am saving, and I am executing now. Yeah, the compilation is completed. Yeah, now browser is refreshing. I am refreshing this. Yeah, now this is the employee and this is the department. So this is the student component. In this student, when user click on the student, that will take the student. Yeah, one error is I finding one error. I'm trying to find where is the error is occur. This time opening my TS file, it is showing that app component.ts file in the line of 24. It is the error will happen. So in this in my TS file, the line number is 24. I'm searching for the error. In console log it is happening because I am taking the static navigation, so no need of this dynamic navigation. So I'm removing this console log, and I'm removing this total function on submit function. And in my HTML file also I am removing this function. Yeah, now it is okay. I am saving this file and I am running this file. Yeah, it is compiled successfully, and my browser is refreshing. Yeah, it's opened. It's completed, I think. Yeah, when I click on the employee, it's going to employee. When I click on the student, it is navigated to student. So this is my static navigation in TS file. So in my next video I will explain dynamic navigation in TS file. How to do dynamic navigation in TS file, I will explain in my next video. And please subscribe my channel, then you will get new videos. When I upload the new videos, you will get, and click on the bell icon. Thank you for watching.